Welcome back to Broncos and Parts Garage. My name is Chris. Please enjoy episode 3 of Daily Driven Broncos. Today's episode is all about project trucks. Let's get to it. Before I get started, I'd like to apologize for any wind noise. I don't have one of those dead cats on my microphone, so just bear with me. I'm near a construction site, so you'll hear some weird noises in the background. Let's get started. In front of me, I've got a 1991 Ford Bronco. It's a 25th year anniversary edition. It came with the special fender badge, the special interior. It's a 351 Windsor E4OD with an automatic shift. This was a unique truck. Not unique in as much that the shape it's in right now. It's unique in as much that someone at one time converted to an arrow nose front end. So there was 1992 through 1996 front fenders and a front setup on it. We're not going to change that back. When I picked it up, the previous owner had ordered a few core supports. The first one came in wrong as a bull nose, which I do have still for sale. The next one came in properly for the brick nose. It had a slight dent in it. But the previous owner kept it. So I've got a few core supports. He got in a little bit over his head. Obviously, most of these guys that start these big projects have the best intentions. I don't like buying projects. I don't even want to part this thing out, but I think it's too far gone. But I'll list it for sale. Before you tear me apart in the comment section for parting out an anniversary edition, know that it was listed for sale briefly in the Detroit area. So let's take a look. This guy got into this, took the fenders out. The 351 Windsor that's in it is a fantastically running motor, I was told, so I'm probably going to pull that and keep it. But this owner got into an issue when he took these rear fenders off. He told me that he had bought the weld removal drill, took all that off, took the inside out, and got a little worried. Then he started cutting the floors out after he took the interior out, and he found additional rust. And a lot of this rust is hidden, and a lot of you guys know about the rust that's down here. Ford was kind enough to pack this full of a fiberglass matting material for sound deadening in a plastic bag, which when that deteriorated absorbed all the water from anything you had in your driver's foot or passenger footwell or your rear passenger or any type of leaks. Those rotted out. Same thing on the other side. He got into the floor pretty deep here, cut it out. He started welding in the new cab mount, and that's where he ran into a lot of problems. Looks like he got one of the rockers installed. I do have the other rocker. As you can see here, we have the passenger floorboards. And if you look closely enough, you can see where he marked this out with a marker to make his cuts all along here. Let's take a look to the back. So, as he got more and more into this Bronco, cutting out the inner fender wells, he ran into some trouble back here. And this sill piece, I've seen a lot of guys make their own. I've never made my own, but fortunately they make one. It's about $300. He has one included. You can see it laid over there, that black piece of metal about right there. Now, my problem is I've got two welders, two really nice welders, but I don't know how to weld, so I can't tackle this type of problem. I'm a more mechanical, slightly electrical type of guy. But welders, they could eat this up. They could get this thing back to life. I just don't have the skill set to do that. This was his first attempt at patching this panel. There's the replacement inner liner, and then something else happened here. I don't know. And again, I'm not ripping on the guy because it looked like he had the skill set to finish something like this. He had just about 4 more projects in his garage and in a pole barn. This got some extensive frame damage on the back here, these mounts. Now, oddly enough, this truck did come with new shackles. It came with this brand new gas tank. It came with all the sheet metal including, again, like as I said, the sill piece. It came with both outer fenders and inner fenders. The doors were in decent shape. I still have to pick those up. But as far as project trucks go, this is kind of a lesson learned. When you get this far involved this quickly, bad things happen to good people. I'm not sure when he started or where he started, but a good rule of thumb is identify all the problems you have and then maybe just solve them one at a time instead of a complete dismemberment of this vehicle. Now that said, it's got a nice instrument cluster. It's got a nice dash. It has a tilt wheel column. I'll be selling that. I'll be selling the steering wheel too. It's in really good shape. All of the interior trim is in great shape. I think we got a decent headliner as well. Nice gray visors. The door cards are in fantastic shape. All in all, it'll be a great parts truck. I wish it could be saved, but I don't think anyone's going to pony up any cash anytime soon. But yeah. I hope this video helps. If you've never taken these apart, if you've never seen what these welds look like, or the amount of work involved in getting this stuff taken apart, this is a great example. Because I know there are many, many, many welds right here to drill out. And lots of rust, especially up in the Rust Belt and particularly in Michigan where we use a lot of salt. So. Well, that wraps up episode 3 of Daily Driven Broncos. Thanks for watching. Wasn't the most exciting video, but it kind of gives you a look into some of these projects. You may want to start one, you may not want to start one. Again, this one's way out of my skill set. I can take it apart and sell the pieces just like that, but as far as putting it back together, I don't know. It is for sale locally, and you got to see me unload my trailer, which, you know, sometimes it's rough when I'm by myself. I don't have the proper equipment here, and I got a very, very, very flexible trailer. So stick around. We'll see you next time.